What's good, everybody, bro? Today I seen a video of RJ beating on his baby mama, bro, and that reminded me of when me and RJ almost got into a fight, and these was the shoes I was wearing. So we gonna talk about that little altercation because I thought that was funny. But before we go further into this video, I just want to say I don't condone anything that RJ did in that video. And two, this is not a hate video. I don't hate anybody, but I strongly dislike RJ Hampton, and we almost got into a fight. So let's get straight into it. So just a little background, me and him, we were basically in the same districts of schools. I went to Allen and he went to Little Elm. And like I said, this isn't a hate video, so I'm gonna give credit when credit is due. Bro had motion. He is a Little Elm legend. He had that John rocking, and Little Elm had like the beach or lake or whatever, and he was always throwing parties, and he was the head honcho at that. So everybody knew him. But see, I recently moved to Texas, so I wasn't aware that I had like stars like the same like up the street like Tyrese Maxey and RJ Hampton. I wasn't aware of that, so and I didn't hype until I came to it. So I always knew of him. And then fast forward, there was like 2 altercations where one, because people always told me that he was just cocky, but I was like, but starting to see him play basketball, I was like, okay, I can buy. Like he's putting up numbers, and he's literally carrying the whole Little Elm like his basketball team. But then every year we have a basketball game or a basketball tour. Our schools, they get matched up with one another. And so my friends are on the basketball team, and that's, I'm regardless. So I'm always there. And there was one time before the game had started, I'm just down, just like in the cut, and I see him, and he's trying to pull up on one of our like trainers, like the female trainers, and he was like, he tried to hit her with like the little Dennis, like, you know what I mean, for it. And then he pressed up on her. He was like, "Do you know who I am?" And she was like, "Yeah." Like, okay then, so you get with me. And she was like, "Nah, like just because your name, like that don't mean nothing." And he just started talking reckless. So that's when I saw from my very like own eyes, like this dude is a cocky guy, and he's just super arrogant. And that, me personally, I don't like that. I'm very confident. I'll definitely talk my mess, but that level, that actually like irritates me. So that actually irritated me. But like at this point, I didn't know the guy personally, so none of my business. Now the second altercation, this is when I got into like reselling, like really gonna start catching a name for myself. He actually reached out to me, and he wanted a V-Lone hoodie from me that I was selling. It was like a Dallas collab, and he wanted it for free. And I'm like, bro, I'm not a fan. I really don't like you just from the stories that I've heard and what I've seen. I didn't tell him this, but I was like, I'm not a free stuff, bro. So that's the context of me and RJ. So I don't want it to seem when we get to the actual plays that I'm just like a hating in the background. I really don't care. Even if he was a normal person, I would probably still dislike him. And I'm very straightforward of who I like and I don't like. So I really don't care. But like I said, this isn't a hate video. Shout out to him. He's been having motion. He's been having money. And I hope he get this stuff straight with his baby mama stuff. But fast forward to the event. So I did wear these. I wore the Travis Scotts because it was actually private runs. We had actually got done. I don't give too much myself, but basically I invented like a rucker in Dallas. During COVID, I had that John jumping. We had all the 5 stars. We had everybody there. And then eventually the wrong people got in the mix. We got some thugs. We got them smoking. We got them turning into a whole cookout with everybody there. People that don't even hoop. Like, it took 2 hours just to get on the court. That's how big it got. So obviously we couldn't have the high talent that we could anymore at that event. So then we started to switch up to inside, and it was more organized and it was more planned, things like that. And so like I said, my friends, they're on the basketball team, and they're actually pro level now. So some of them are D1, some of them are in the league as of right now. And like I said, I'm the only athlete in my group. So, but I always get in with them. So they always invite me to like their plays and stuff, because back in high school, we didn't go out to parties. We went to Fitness Connection late at night. That was our party. That was, our right. So they always invite me to runs, and that's how I get access to all of these celebrities that I get to sell shoes to. So shout out to people, man. I'm gonna stand 10 toes behind them all the time. Now, I've got invited, like I said, he always invites me to runs, but this run, like, he told me, like, there's going to be some pros here, so da-da-da, so act, accordingly. And, shoes, the dress code. So I already knew some of the people that was going to be coming. So I knew I didn't have a spot on the team, nor did I really want one because I would just literally be a whole letdown to the team. And I'm very competitive. So I know when I'm able to play and when I'm not. So I just took the head coach position at the pickup game. You feel me? But I wore these because these are like a calm flex. But they're also like worn because a player gave me these and he already worn them like to hoop in. So I was like, if I push comes to shove that I do have to play, I'm okay with wearing these. These Beat 4s are actually like one of the most comfortable Jordans to play in, my personal opinion. I know that's low-key a hot take, but it is what it is. So I wore these and these are the shoes. You feel me? Now, I walk into the place and you can literally feel like the aura. Like I know people joking about aura, stuff like on the internet now, but bro, you can literally feel the atmosphere. Like you could, everybody in here was a pro. Now, usually when you go play pickup, it's two sides. You got the left side and you got the right side, and we had that too. So the left side was essentially the loser side, and the right side was the winner side. So you wanted to stay on the right side as much as possible, and if you lost on the right side, you went to the left side. But again, there's a lot of competition. However, my guys, we already knew like what the team's gonna be. So it was like there's like 2 people from the league and then an overseas guy and then some D1 players. And everybody already knew it, if not, you know, somebody from somebody else. You dig what I'm saying? If you're a hooper, you basically know everybody, whether you know them personally or not. And so we were winning. It was a walk in the park. It was definitely some comp. But, you know, we have worked for a lot of these games, and a lot of these games came down to like the wire, bro. And so one of the games that came down to the wire was the one with RJ Hampton. Now, again, there's a lot of pros, so nobody's thinking anything of anything. Like everybody's basically on an equal level. It's like, and RJ brought his whole family there because I think his brother plays basketball. His dad is like, you know how to be like heavily involved. And he had a bodyguard too. So these people are gonna come. The bodyguard is like, bro, realistically, like no joking, 6'8", 280. Like I'm 6'3", and bro towered me. But just wait till we get there. You feel me? So it's my team versus RJ's team, and RJ, I ain't gonna lie, he's carrying for his team. I'm gonna give bro props. He's just an arrogant dude, bro, and I just don't like that. Whether you're famous or not, just be cool, bro. You feel me? Ain't nothing like, we know you got, you know, I don't care. He was getting buckets for sure. Now it came down to the absolute wire, and mind you, my team, we competitive, bro. So we go away. If we hear a little something at the side of our mouth or straight up, it really don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It's all a part of the game, you feel me? But nothing crazy. We not throwing no, like, mama, this and that, you know what I mean? Not, but yeah, little, you know what I mean? And so it was a very competitive game, and it came down to the wire. And mind you, also, these were timed games as well. So you went to a certain time limit as well. And so it's tied, or no, we were one. And so here comes RJ coming down the lane. Boom, boom. He get like move he did. So I'm just gonna make it up. He did like a double hezzy to the crossover right, and then did another hezzy and went to the lane and he laid it up. But my boy Cam, he came from behind, blocked by James, and it was clear as day, a clean block. And RJ didn't want to lose because that if that was goaltend, he would have tied it up and they could have continued playing. So he's yelling, nah, that's a goaltend. Mind you, bro, it's like a super obvious, like clear block. He's really like the only one that's kind of just saying that, and then he's trying to like get his like bro, like no, me and NBA player I'm friends with, we were on the sidelines, and mind you, this NBA player, he's pretty swole too. He's about 6'6", 250, somewhere in that range, right? And so I step on the court, and I'm like, oh, no, man, no, that ain't goaltend, nah, keep it going, we won, boom, boom, boom. There's a background, too, that aren't involved on each side, so they're telling what it is. And like I said, it clear as they clean block, but he just didn't want to lose. So other people are saying stuff, too, but I'm the only one that like got on the court, and it's not like I stormed the court. I was already on the sidelines. I just took like one step in, like just to, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, on the court. So I didn't do nothing crazy. I didn't run up on him or anything. And so I'm saying that, and I'm the closest person to him, essentially. So he comes down to the court and he like me because he's about 6'6", 6'8". And so he's looking down on me like buddy, like you, da. And mind you, these are private runs. So the only way you was able to get here was if you were invited. So as much as, you know what I'm saying, pros are here, I qualify too because I got an invite too. So even if I'm not, you know what I'm saying, bound or anything like that, I have people that are vouching for me that are on the same level as you that's saying that I'm good. So don't come at me crazy and talk about who are you, da, because at this point in this area, we all belong here because you had to have an invite to even get in this place to begin with. You feel what I'm saying? So don't come at me crazy. And so I told him that. I'm like, bro, like, relax, bro. Like, I ain't saying I know you. I'm like, it's clear as day that wasn't no goaltend. And he was like, nah, like, who even? Like, I ain't watching you. I ain't watching you, a little boy. And I said, who a little boy? And that's why I started pressing up on him. I was like, who a little boy? Da. So I'm like, me and him, like, we face to face like a boxing match off. Like, so we face just going at it. And then here come his bodyguard, bro. 6'8", 300, bro. Just feet 5'4", just stepping towards me, bro, and just towering over me. And so I'm already adrenaline pumping. I'm kind of like, you know, I get in that mood, you know what I'm saying? Somebody upset me like that, I can get a little arrogant too. So I'm already heated, so it ain't no backing down. Cause the bodyguard, he came up to me and I'm still talking. I said, hey, look, bro. I said, I ain't got no problems, but I said, y'all not finna be talking to me no type of way. And he's like, you might want to calm down or I'm going to have to kick you out of here. I said, you can't kick me out of here, bro. I said, I got invited just like everybody else did. And so now the guard, like, the up in my face, but I'm, you know what I'm saying, my head up as high as possible. I'm like, I'm not bound. And I was like, you're not finna kick me out. And he's like, oh, really? And then that's when the dad stepped in. So now RJ's dad steps in, this and that. And he's like, look, man, look, we don't want no problems, like, you good, we're going to kick nobody out. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I said, I wasn't saying nothing crazy. I said, that's your son. I said, you need to get him in check. I swear to God, I said this, bro. I said, bro, you need to check him, bro. I said, we all human. And he was like, I know, but see, and this is where I really didn't like it, bro. Because at this point, RJ is basically already back on the court, and we're kind of on this point. So now you just finna, like, you know what I'm saying? To you, it looked like you got chickens, and now you finna let your pops and your bodyguard handle, you know, quote unquote, what you thinking, but whole time I'm like, nah, I ain't doing nothing. So when it was with me and you, and it really wasn't no issue to begin with, bro. It was just a bad call, and you know it, you lose. You know what I'm saying? Got your pops and your bodyguard all on me, and then the pops, he trying to like school me, like, yeah, I see you saying like da. But he was like, respect though. And I said, I never disrespected your son not one time, but I said your son disrespected me, and he was like, well, what did you do in retaliation? You know what I'm saying? I'm mad. He was like, what if we was in a more dangerous area? And I said, we not in a dangerous area, so what does that mean? And then he asked me, he's like, must be from out here, da. I'm like, no, I'm from Chicago, so I already know what it is. I said, I know this isn't that type of situation. I said, it hasn't even gone that far. It hasn't even escalated that far for it to get dangerous out here, bro. Like, we really just talking. And I said, but y'all all trying to make it seem like a big old deal because, you know what I'm saying, stoop down to your son. I'm like, bro, I just called it what it was, the same way everybody else was. You feel what I'm saying? And so, like, me and the dad, we to this point, and it's really just going nowhere because he trying to school me, and I understand where he coming from, but it's like at the same time you trying to get into a whole different situation. Let's address the situation at hand. Your son was disrespectful and trying to come at me for no reason, and now you trying to make it seem like you protected my life because, you know, I could be in here and I don't know, you know, if somebody done and this and that. I said, I know who it is. I know who I'm talking to. I know folks ain't strapped in here. So I pick my battles accordingly, bro. And so moving forward, you know, we eventually like I said, I'm hard-headed. Not even hard-headed, bro. Like if I'm genuinely right, bro, and I got the facts to match it, and you not coming up with nothing different, I'm gonna talk my mind until you admit that I'm right, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just that type of dude. So he eventually realized it ain't no sense in talking to me. So I go sit down to one of, you know what I'm saying, the other dudes. He wasn't even on our team, but we went to high school together. And like I said, everybody knew RJ and his dad. He trained people in the community. So more than likely, if you hooped in any point of your time and you was in this area, you probably knew them. So I'm sitting down to my homeboy, and the dad, RJ's dad, he sees me like chopping it up with him. And he comes over here. Mind you, whole thing is de-escalated. We on to a whole different subject at this point. He comes back over here and he talks to my homeboy. He's like, oh, this kid. He was like, what? Like, is he a good kid or what? Mind you, I'm right here. Like, I'm literally shoulder to shoulder with this dude. So I'm just like, okay, we're just gonna pretend like I'm not here. But like I said, I got good character. So homie gonna vouch for me regardless. Like, it ain't nothing to say about me. And he was like, yeah, da. It was like, well, can't the his dad, he was like, well, man, can't you tell him? He was like, you know what I'm saying, talk about, man, like, I just don't, you know what I'm saying, have a kid, you know what I'm saying, to some uncircumstance, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, it's not even like that. But then my homeboy, you know, that's his approach, so we gotta, like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, man, like, he know what he's saying, da, this and that. And I genuinely, again, I was like, I understood what you said from the start, sir. But, like, you gotta, your son first, your son acting out of order. You know what I'm saying? I told him that. I said, it's that privileged background. I said, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I said, respect is earned. I ain't do nothing. We talking hoops. He talking to me crazy. Like, I'm on the street. Like, dang, bro, we all in the same exclusive area. And so he saw that, and he kind of just like, listen that. And that was basically the whole game. Now, the crazy thing is, it doesn't stop there. Because the friend that invited me and the NBA player that I was next to, we ended up going to an NBA trainer's gym that next day. Like, just to say, like, what's up, things like that. When we go in, guess who's training there? The NBA trainer is training RJ Hampton. But everything works out, bro. Like, and here's the lesson in the story too, bro. So when I walk in, it's me and my two guys, and the NBA trainer, his name Tyler Relf. Tyler comes, he calls all up, and then he gets to chat with me because the NBA player at the time, he played for Colorado, so he was with Under Armour. And so he was like, dang, what y'all doing together? Like, I'm gonna go some Under Armour shoes, just playing a little joke. So we cracking jokes back and forth. And the dad, he sees me talking to Tyler. Now, mind you, bro, unless you just dropping a super bag to go train with Tyler, there's no other way that you're going to be there except without an invite. So now the dad recognizes that I've been to 2 places that requires an invite from people of high stature. So he comes up to me, or he's sitting down, and he calls me over. And so like, I see him, and when he calls me over, I'm like, instantly, because mind you, we never really resolved our last conversation. It was more just like, all right, bro, like, nobody's really listening to each other. And so he calls me over there, and I come in with the attitude like, bro, like, what we gotta talk about? Like, you could, like, my demeanor change everything. And he was like, I was actually just talking about you. And I was like, for what? And he was like, nah, man, it's cool. Like, I see you be around with cool people, man. And he was like, that's what I realized, man. He was like, you're a real man. He's like, you know, you're one of the few people that I've ever met in this lifetime that, you know, that stood up for you know what I'm saying, believe in and you know what I'm saying, themselves. And he was like, I really like that about you. And, you know, you fine and you do it, you know what I'm saying, good demeanor, this and that. And I was like, appreciate it, But in the back of my head, I'm like, but we can address your son's behavior. And 2, you really only talk to me like this because you see that I'm in these places, the same places your son is in. You know what I'm saying? Just because he got more bread, just because he got more emotion, bro, don't mean that, you know what I'm saying, I fit in with the same people. It's just not my time yet. You feel what I'm saying? And not to, you know what I'm saying, his career, but, you know what I'm saying, he didn't have, you know, now we got this situation going on with his baby mom, and it's like, things like that. And it's like, if I were to crash out because I got mad over petty beef of, you know, from high school to him being always arrogant and then trying to, you know, basically get to success with just like revenge on mine. You feel what I'm saying? Like, my life would in a total different direction. And, you know what I'm saying? It's because I'm staying the course and I'm staying true to my friends, and, you know, they help the same way I helped them. You know, I can ease in that, you know, I once got, you know, or you know what I'm saying, where it shouldn't have been, just because I'm not seen as on that level. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the story with this lesson, bro. It's like, just you come up, bro, like the you know what I'm saying, have an arch nemesis, or you got somebody, you know what I'm saying, you think got more attention, more clout, more motion than you, bro. Just stay down, bro. Do what's in your character, and all the stuff is gonna align, bro. You're gonna be in these same places with these same people, bro, that you know what I'm saying, wish that you had that same position, bro. So, but like, yeah, RJ is crazy, man. But like I said, bro, I've been knowing of him since high school. He's always been kind of like just hockey, and that ain't in my business, so it ain't never really been no point in like saying it. I'm not trying to like get clout over it. I literally just saw that video, and I've been doing the series where like my certain shoes like tell a certain stories, and I remember wearing these shoes during that time where me and RJ almost got into a fight. And so I thought, you know, perfect time as well just upload a video for it, man. But yeah, these are Travis Scott. So yeah, these are the Travis Scott fours, man. I think there's like more stories to these, but these were just the first one that come to mind. These are actually one of my favorite Jordans. I wish I knew a way to kind of like make them look a little cleaner. It's just the suede, bro. It's kind of just trash, but it is what it is. It's kind of a beater at this point. You dig what I'm saying? But if you like these videos, if you like the message I'll be having at the end of the videos, if you like the story, you want more of these videos to kind of come across, please let me know. Please let me know what you like, what you didn't like, etc., etc. Like, comment, subscribe. And with that being said, I'll see y'all next video. Peace.